Hello, welcome to the Carousel of Conversations. You're in for a real treat. Join us as we take a spin through the past, present, and future of all things Disney. Here, where there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a podcast away. Let the podcast begin.
To me, don't you think? It's just kind of confusing.
I don't know. I don't find it that confusing. And that's pretty impressive for the fact that I don't have a math brain at all.
Like the one time after the podcast, we were
love
just on
Sudoku.
Discord. But like we were playing like Sudoku thing. It took me 20 minutes to figure out what I was doing and how to figure it out. I was still figuring out the second one.
Is that it's a puzzle, and I love puzzles.
Yeah, she does. Like, she's even playing that Disney solitaire game that, you know, you get 100 ads about on social media.
I have to admit.
And she's
Noah,
like a level 1,000.
Okay, no, I was just going to tell him.
Is this your
I'm
Candy
a level
Crush?
1,265. I may or may not have put some money into this game. It's so good.
How many solitaire levels do you play to get to level 1,000?
1,000. Like each round is a level.
Yeah.
You've played 1,200 rounds?
Well, that's the amount that I have won. There are times you lose. And that's when I have put some money into it to get
How long
points
did
so I
it
can
take?
play again. When did I start playing, RJ? This summer?
Yeah, it's maybe been like 2 or 3 months.
No, it's been longer than that. I started this summer.
No.
I started when I first got the ads.
I can tell you exactly because you sent me a text to invite me to solitaire.
How long
I
does a
did.
solitaire match take?
Noah, I have honestly thought about sending you a request so that, because if you play up to 10 levels, I get coins. I need coins. I gotta be.
You send it to me. I'll play it during the podcast.
Yay! I'm gonna press friends. Oh no, that's Dreamlight Valley.
Oh, man. I can't find
Dreamlight
it.
Valley,
I
that's a pretty
saw
good
where
game.
you sent it to me, and it was a long
Lego
time
Duplo
ago.
Disney is a new game, guys.
But-
I'm not...
Here we go. Noah, I sent it to the group chat.
Let's see.
But you have
Okay.
to play.
Guys,
Anyways,
were we doing something? Were we supposed to record
Yeah,
something?
we are definitely recording a podcast.
It's fine.
Well, welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, one
Today
of my
we have
friends
another.
is playing this.
Yay! It's
We
so
have another
good.
fun and exciting episode planned for
Of course
today.
we do.
Today we are talking about what not to bring to Disney World.
I just realized our podcast episodes have cold openings like a lot of sitcoms do. Like The Office and everything. Like,
just join in as a part of the
Oh
conversation.
man, I have to tell Noah about the great deal that we got today, and then we'll jump into the podcast.
Okay.
great deal.
What was the great
Yeah.
deal?
Okay.
we got?
So the Disney Plus deal or the Walmart delivery stuff. So we're Walmart like Plus. I don't even know.
So
we have
they hooked
groceries
us a few
delivered.
years ago.
Walmart.
They hooked us a few years ago with a Walmart Plus deal where you could get Walmart Plus for $50 for a whole year, and you could get your groceries delivered straight to your door. So you do all your grocery shopping online, and then you have it delivered, and it comes to your door. And you could pay a tip if you want to, but you pay a delivery fee per year, kind of like Amazon Prime would be. And
Okay,
you
so
get your
to-
groceries or anything delivered. So they hooked us the first year, and now this is like, what, our third year doing it?
Yes. So right now they have a promotion that if you're a Walmart Plus holder, that you get a subscription to Peacock, which we
Ooh.
haven't had a prescription to Peacock. And
A
so
prescription.
A prescription.
Yeah, that's
I've
the
never
word.
had
A subscription.
There's a
That's
guy. There's a guy near my house that has peacocks, and he has a peacock crossing sign in front of his lawn.
That's awesome.
That's terrifying.
I forgot you hate birds.
I hate birds. That thing would chase me. I could never go for a walk in your neighborhood.
I was in a one-on-one gunfight with a
Nope.
peacock one time. I
Nope.
was in a zoo and they had just wild roaming peacocks, and I was just standing there. I
No.
looked to my side and there's one 100 feet off just staring at me. So then I was like, wow, wow, wow.
Okay, so anyways, we get this subscription, and I'm so excited because it has all my favorite shows on it that I've been dying to rewatch that I haven't been able to watch anywhere. The Office, Parks and Rec, the
Where's this
new
going?
Paper TV show. I'm
Ooh, I
so
wanted to watch that.
excited. I know it's on Peacock. You got to get the Walmart delivery stuff.
Disney Plus started having rewards too. You can get
Yeah, well,
rewards
we
from
already
Disney Plus.
pay for them, so this one was free.
All right, well, on to the news of today.
That was the news for today.
We have a few news highlights that we wanted to bring to you that's happened since the last podcast recording. Some things that are really exciting, some things that are like, wow. And so we were going to try to bring you some new and exciting news each week to start off every episode. So for today's episode, we wanted to talk about some of the news highlights. And one of the ones that I thought was very, very interesting, and this came out from Touring Plans, was that the wait times have been super low at Disney World in September, even lower than some of their predictions for the month of September, to where like big name attractions have been super low wait times. And we're going to have a guest in maybe next week, if not the week after, who's actually at Disney World right now. And they're
Exciting.
excuse me, they're going to
Oh, I will take over now.
That's probably a good idea.
So they're at
Excuse me,
Disney
sorry.
right now, and they're going to come on the podcast, and they are going to tell us about their trip, do a trip report. This guest is very close to us. We have a nice little family relation there, and so they've been updating us on their trip since we've been there, or since they've been there, and they really are
we've been
like
here.
jumping on the rides. Like, they've done 2 park days so far. Today's their rest day, and I'm not going to get too much into it because I'm sure he'll want to share this later. But their daughter told me like they've already ridden Guardians 3 times on the 2-day span.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So they're
insane.
doing really good. Yeah.
So
Even Flight of
yeah, I'm
Passage
sorry.
was low, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for ride track wait times right now for big ticket attractions, you've got Test Track, which just reopened back as a 65-minute wait, which that's a slow ride queue as it is.
Mhm.
You've
it
got
doesn't
Rise
load
of the
quickly.
Rise of the Resistance is a 61-minute wait on average, and Flight of Passage is a 42-minute wait on average.
Mm-hmm.
I'd ride that
Just-
like 6 times in one day. If it was 40 minutes,
Ridiculously low compared to
Yeah.
like
Would
what
not
it would
get off that
typically
ride.
be. And granted, September is typically a lower visited month because people are getting back into school. It's just after
Mhm.
Labor Day. So
Yeah.
everybody just about is back in school, back to routine, back to life. Not a lot of people are taking vacations right now. And so it makes sense, but man, to be that low, it just seems way lower. All right, Jessalyn, why don't you give your news? You're ready to give it.
we
I'm
all
so
have one
ready.
bit of news that we're excited about.
Yeah.
Hey,
This
did
is
you
the
notice that?
news. I asked RJ, I was like, I've got news for tonight. I have to deliver it. Are you guys ready?
I'm
Yep.
so excited.
I'm so excited. Disney announced that this year, once again, on the 21st night of September, they are going to play September on Guardians all day long. And it's so awesome. RJ and I participated in this last year. We literally
Yep.
planned our whole trip
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah, because I
And-
texted you as you guys were going down, and you completely rescheduled your trip just so you could be at Epcot for the 21st.
Yeah.
We drove down on the 21st of September, and we
then
got
we
on
walked
Guardian.
into the park. We
My
walked
mom
into
was
the park.
on the trip with us. Her and Bella stayed at the resort, and RJ and I went straight to Epcot, and we rode Guardian so we could get that 21st night of September song. And I'm telling you, it was the highlight of my trip, and I still remember it so vividly. I love it so much. It's my favorite song. So my niece, who's there right now, she's gotten a different song on Guardians each time she's ridden it. And I'm like, I just really hope that you get September because that's going to
It is
change
pretty
your
cool.
life. It's
September's
so good.
pretty awesome on it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. All right, Noah, what's your piece of news that you wanted to share?
Okay, mine's a little bit less exciting to most people, but this is making me so excited. Okay, are you ready? Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. So there's a special company in Orlando that does themed housing. Okay, what does that mean? That means you hire them, they come into your house and completely theme it to different attractions around the Orlando area, so people rent your Airbnb more. Okay, it's all
Wise.
about money. It's huge thing, really cool, but very expensive. But they just revealed a new room that you can purchase. Okay, and it is the Galactic Star Cruiser room from the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser like hotel that was like $2,000 a person per night. It was insanely expensive, but you can buy that room from the Galactic Star Cruiser, and I want to do it. It's so cool.
Yeah. And
I'm
so
not
it
sure.
wouldn't
It's so
necessarily be
expensive.
like you could stay at the hotel, but
No.
if you wanted to get your room remodeled in your house and you lived in the area, you could pay them to come in and remodel it
I'm
to
gonna
look
pay them to
exactly
fly
like.
to our
It's worth it.
location
You should do
and
it.
make
Yeah.
my room like it. Exactly.
Yeah.
That
Another
was
thing I
exciting.
wanted. Yeah, no, it is exciting. It's cool. I think that
Yay!
it's neat that they could recreate it like that.
That was amazing.
All right.
Life-changing.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about too is most of this news that I'm getting now more than ever is not coming from third-party sites, but rather coming from Disney themselves. And for some reason, Disney has just like leaned hard into like the Reels game lately. And
It's
they've
really
done an
cool.
excellent job with their
It's very,
social
very
media.
cool.
I mean, obviously, it's Disney, but like I found out that the new episode of We Call It Imagineering came out on the castles through their reels.
Yeah.
And like we learned about the 21st of September through their
Did a whole
reels,
skit for
and
it.
Disney did a really cool job with it. Like they were scrolling through the tapes,
Mhm.
and then they pulled out like a I think it was like a carousel of
Progress.
Conversations?
progress. I kept wanting to say conversation and I couldn't get the word out. So Carousel of Progress soundtrack or whatever. It was really funny because they were like going through old mixtapes and they had a
Mhm.
bunch of them and they were like, oh, that doesn't belong here. And they were like tossing them out. But they've just done such a cool job.
It
But
is
the other
really
news
cool.
that they announced this week is there's a new episode of We Call It Imagineering. It's on their YouTube page. It's on Disney's YouTube page. This
Well,
is like
Disney
their-
Imagineering YouTube's page.
Yes, but this is like, I think their 5th episode that they've
Mhm.
done,
Yeah.
and they're just absolutely awesome. So I
they're
love,
very
I
high
enjoy-
quality.
Yeah,
They
and
are.
so this one was about the creation of all the castles at the
it was
different
pretty
parks.
cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was pretty neat, and what went into designing the castles and what their thought process was behind each one.
And they
It
shared a
was
little bit
pretty
of the
interesting.
Abu Dhabi castle that they're making.
Yes,
it's
but they
going to
didn't
feature
share a
water.
lot
No,
because
they just kind of mentioned it's going to have a lot of water to do with it, which is kind of strange
Right.
because it's in the middle of a desert. So we're going to see how that works.
But where it's
Maybe
where
it's
the
the
park is going to
oasis
be
in the desert.
located at
Maybe.
is all surrounded by water. So
oh, is it?
it'll be interesting. Yeah, you should look it up.
That's cool.
And
Yeah,
it was
that's
really
cool.
cool because you got to see clips of inside these castles that, you know, if you're not planning on traveling out of the country, you
Mhm.
may never see. And
Yeah.
they're just,
Yeah.
it's just really cool.
Was it the one in? I can't remember which park it was now, but one of them you can even take a ride through the inside of the
Shanghai.
castle.
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Mhm.
That
It's the
was
coolest
really
one. Yep.
cool.
Yeah, that one's
Um,
so cool.
Like, and then Paris has that dragon underneath that they showed.
Yeah.
Anyway, you should watch it. It's really cool. It's like maybe a 20-minute video on YouTube, and it's definitely worth the watch, and I enjoyed it immensely. And then the last piece of news is the Halloween party merch is now not only just for sale during the Halloween party itself, but you can actually get it in Magic Kingdom right now. It's for sale for everybody to buy. So you could get like ornaments or t-shirts or just
the zippers
Halloween
and popcorn
themed.
buckets are really cool.
Boo.
Yeah, but
Cute.
not all those are available in
No,
the parks
not all of
yet.
them.
Just
But
so
they are
not
pretty awesome.
everything entirely, but a lot of it is available into the parks like during the day.
Well, that's
So
really
I find
cool
that
for
pretty
like
cool.
people who are planning to go during this time and they can't go to the party,
Mm-hmm.
but they love fall or they love Halloween, that they can still
Yeah.
get the merch. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, it's still pretty
And
cool.
some of it is just like home decor, like
Yeah.
Mickey pumpkin home decor.
Yeah.
They had a
That's
lot of
just
home decor
really
this year.
cool.
A lot
You
of
like
home decor.
the pumpkin wreaths on the street lights that go down Main Street? They
I
sell
love
those now.
I want
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of those so bad.
They sell online too.
I also want those
Oh,
books
don't tell her
behind
that.
you. I need them for
What?
my bookshelf.
Oh, you need my books?
Yeah, your books.
My
Your
books
Haunted
are
Mansion
amazing.
books.
They're haunted mansions.
But the children love the books.
I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same
No,
thing.
but every time I say books, it's the only thing I think about.
Not Belle or anything. No,
No.
just
But
Elf.
the children love the books. Quick, RJ,
All
what
right.
movie is
We're
that
a
from?
train of many tracks today.
No idea.
Elf. It's from
It's
Elf.
from Elf. How do you not know
Oh.
this?
The nun says it. Yes.
All right.
There's a
Well, now on
cotton
to
head and Minnie
our
Muggins.
subject for the day. We are going to be talking about what not to bring for Disney. Now, Jesslyn, you are the expert at Disney security because you've been stopped every time you
Yeah,
go
Her
through
and my
I
mom.
security.
am.
Yeah, those two are
I
the worst.
I am.
We found out why on our last trip, and it's absolutely hilarious why Jesslyn keeps getting stopped through security, but almost every time she got stopped through security. What are some funny moments or embarrassing moments maybe where you've been stopped through security to get us started with the what not to bring to Disney episode?
Well, I mean, every moment's embarrassing when you're the one that's the only one that gets stopped by security,
Everyone
and
walks through and looks back, and there's
they're
the
just
person
waiting
with the
on you.
backpack.
Like, I mean, it is kind of embarrassing. And then you go through this game your whole trip of, okay, I'm not going to take this in my bag this time. And one time I didn't take my sunscreen. Because I get like the big bottle of the big metal bottle of sunscreen because it's what I need to survive. And I thought, oh, that's it. And sure enough, the next day it didn't go off, but the rest of the trip it still did. So the security guy told me it was my backpack. My backpack is one of those like diaper bags that
It's an
look
insulated
really
bag.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cooler, but a lot of times people use them for diaper bags. And right there, the zipper to where when you open it, it makes a square. There's a wire there. And that's what's causing.
Oh.
So anytime you carry a lot of metal, and that's even like our pins, like we carry a bag full of Disney pins to trade. They set it off. And also one time I was chaperoning a school trip and I had a girl in my class that had big gauges in her ears. And they would set off the security every time. So anytime there's just like a lot of metal. But I will say one lesson that I learned from the security this past trip, and this wasn't a me thing. This was some other guy just being obnoxious. And we were there at early park entry. And we know how the early park entry works now. Not only do you get to go into the park, but you get to go wait in line until it opens. So this guy was just in a rush to get there. Well, they caught me at security and they told me to go get a bag check, and they caught the guy behind me. Well, there was just a few of us in line. It's really not that bad. They've got four security guards at a station. So like it does go fairly fast. He decided that he was behind me. I was literally next in line. Okay. He decided that he was going to jump out of my line and go through the security of the one next to us. So he jumps out of line, goes through the metal detector again, and he gets caught. Like, I hate to say caught, but they say, okay, we need to do a back check. There's no line where he's at. And he was like, yeah, I came over here. He's telling the security officer this. He's like, I came over here because I didn't want to go in that line. And the head of security heard him and was like, whoa, you just got out of line to come over here to get in line. You do not leave line. And he made him go all the way back and get in the back of the line of where I was at.
That's
And I'm like,
amazing.
that's why you just don't do dumb things like that. Like, just wait your turn.
Just do what you're told. It'll be
Yeah,
over
just-
soon.
Hey, you're gonna go quick, okay? They're just trying to keep us all safe. Like,
I've been caught at security once, actually.
Oh, yeah?
It's something that is on our list, but not exactly on our list, so I'll mention it now. It's the little like DJI Osmo things that like stabilize your phone for recording. They don't like those, but they do like them. So like it'll be caught by like the metal detector, but you just show them like, hey, I have this, and they're like, oh, well, that's what set it off. I'm like, yeah, I know. They're like, okay, we still have to search through your bag. I said, oh, okay. It has a Haunted Mansion on it. You like that? And they're like,
That's
oh yeah,
cool.
I do like that. And then I'm like, I have a Mickey Mouse one too. And then
So one of the tricks that I actually learned, which we can talk about this a little bit more later, but I might as well talk about it now. But they say to take that out of any case that you have and hold it in front of you as you're
Gotcha.
walking through the metal detector.
Mhm.
And if you do that and they see what's in your hand physically, even though it sets it off, it may not like make you go through the line to have your
Mhm.
bag checked. So that's
And
what
with
a
their
lot
new
of
metal
people told
detectors,
me.
it even makes it better.
I
Yeah.
have a theory that your phone is the same way. It's a theory. It's not been proven. But I have noticed,
Makes
because they'll tell
sense.
you now to keep your phone in your pocket, but I've noticed anytime that I've taken my phone out of my pocket and I've held it like you would an umbrella, I'm not getting pulled aside as often.
Yeah.
So it's my theory. I don't think there's any proof
They
for
can
that,
now
but
see though where your object is in space. So when you walk through, there's like a hot spot of where the metal detector went off on your person. So they specifically look in that area for what you have. So if you hold something in front of you, it'll have like a red spot at your hands, but they can see it's just like a little DJI Osmo or your phone or an umbrella, and then they'll let you go through. So sometimes just holding it will let you go through, and not like just having everything in your backpack, which I have a big problem with.
yeah.
One of the things I've learned, and I think all of us have learned doing this, is ask the security guards what's actually getting you stopped, and
They'll
they
tell you.
should be able to tell you. If they don't know and they're not certain, they may give you a couple different items, and then take one of those items out of your backpack tomorrow and see if it makes a difference. And just keep doing that until you figure it out. So that way you don't have to go through the hassle every day. Just figure out what's causing it, and that way you don't.
Especially if, like, I like an organized bag. I'm not the type that will just throw things in my bag. There is a method to my bag and to what will feel comfortable and not heavy on my back. And so I leave the resort, I've packed my bag, it's perfect, and then they go through the bag and they do not put things back where they belong, and it's this whole other process of repacking your bag properly. So just like save yourself the hassle.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. No, but for real, and that's a good thing to remember. And then when you're going through with the stroller, because we've gone through with the stroller several times, take everything out of the stroller before you go through the line. Any sort of bags or jackets or blankets, and then pop up the, like if it's got a sunshade, pop it open, but don't pop it all the way open to where it covers the seat part of the stroller, but pop it open to where they can go through it. That makes security lines so much faster when you take all that stuff out, walk it through, then go grab the stroller and come back. If not, they're just going to tell you to do it anyways.
Yeah.
So you might as well take it out before you get to that point where you have to walk through the metal detector and while security checks your strollers, as opposed to when you get there, now you're frantically trying to pull it all out. And maybe before you jump in line, have somebody in your party grab some of that stuff and take it through security with them. So that way you're not the one carrying 10 bags from the double stroller that you have. And then it just becomes overwhelming and you can't get everything through. So just some cool, fun tips that we have before we go into the what not to bring to Disney. I've been stopped several times and I found out it was because of a battery bank, like one of those cell phone chargers. I had a really big battery bank and it kept setting it off every time. I stopped bringing that in, and they really haven't given me a hard time about it since. I mean, like, about my backpack at all since. Every once in a while I may get stopped, but it's mostly because of Disney pins, like Jesselyn said. But it's never been because, like, every day I was getting stopped when it came to the battery backup. So that was one of the things that I had to pull out. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about officially banned items. Officially banned items. Do you want me to just read all these off and then we can discuss?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
All right. The first is weapons of any kind. This includes like toy guns or now lightsabers. We did look it up before because we had a question about this, and lightsabers are allowed.
Toy lightsabers, not the real ones. Those
Toy
are
lightsabers.
dangerous.
Yes. Yeah. No real lightsabers.
Real
but
lightsabers are illegal at Disney World.
Yeah, but like even people have bought things at one park and then they've taken it to another park, like a toy gun or a toy weapon from one of the parks. And it's kind of ironic that you can buy it at one park, but you can't take it into the next park.
Yeah, you can buy it, bring it to your hotel room. Nowhere else is allowed.
Yeah. But it's also funny, like, sometimes if you bring nail clippers, like you have nail clippers in your purse or something, and you bring those through security, those will set it off and they'll make you take it out. If you do happen to accidentally bring something, like you had it in your backpack for a really long time, they will let you take it back to your room unless it's like an actual weapon. Like if it's like a knife or nail clippers or something like that, they may say, hey, go take this back to your room and then you can come back and go into the parks. They're not going to be like, how dare you, we're going to take your nail clippers, you never get them back, you evil, vile person.
It's not TSA. They're a lot calmer there.
Yeah, they're like, take it out to your car or whatever. Same thing with self-defense items like stun guns or mace or brass knuckles, anything like that. You don't want to bring those into the park. You don't need it. Everybody's gone through security. You're good. You can't bring your own alcohol into the parks.
But you can sure buy it.
Look, there's enough of it.
Noah.
No, it's not even legal.
Oh yeah, I guess people don't know how old you are. That's not even legal yet. We're good.
Exactly. Who knows?
Sorry, Noah.
My
Didn't
age
mean
is
to call you out
mythical.
like that.
My age is mythical. Who knows how
Is
old
it?
I am?
Plus,
Let's play
there's
a game.
enough of it when you go into Epcot. There's enough of it. You don't need to bring it
There's enough
in.
for the entire
And if
world
you're
because
not
there's a
sure,
showcase.
just look up the whole thing around the world. Then you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Plenty of it.
There's
Alright,
a big party that happens around the world.
Illegal substances. Look, one thing that I really respect and appreciate about Disney is they have like dogs everywhere as you're walking in to go through security to try and sniff out those illegal substances that you might think that you can bring into the park. Which I love that they do all this because it keeps it that family-friendly, safe environment where you don't have to worry about crazy people in the thing. Glass containers except for like baby food jars. So like if you were worried about bringing in baby food jars, that's not a big deal. But like if you're worried about bringing in glass bottles, like Noah brings in his glass Coca-Cola, that's not going to be allowed in the parks
It's
themselves.
the best version, guys. Like
This-
it's so good. Glass Coke is just the best.
It is better. I agree.
It is better.
All right, this is the
prefer
last one I'm
water.
going to do, and then one of you is going to have to take it over, all right?
Okay.
Oh,
I'll take it over.
Large tripods or selfie sticks. Now, this includes gimbals that can extend as well, so just be careful. They've been banned since 2015 where they won't allow them in. Look, some people think they snuck them through the park entrance because they didn't get caught by security, but I've watched people get like run down because they had a selfie stick that they pulled out inside the park and a cast member ran them down and said,
Yeah.
hey, you can't have that in there. You need
They'll
to take
find
that back
you.
to your room.
just because
So, like, even
They
if you
will
think, huh,
find you.
yeah,
yeah, just because you didn't get caught by security doesn't mean you don't get caught. So
Mickey Mouse will point at you with disbelief.
yes. All right, Jesslyn.
All right. I love this next one because it's humorous to me. But you cannot bring your own folding chair with you into the park to sit in while you wait in line or while you're waiting for the parade to start. If
Now-
it's that bad, just get a scooter. Like
I've seen some cool contraptions where like people pull out like this little cane and it's got like a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are fine, but
There's
like
like a stool version too.
Yeah.
It's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
those things are cool. And so some of those may be allowed.
Can you just imagine like two people on lawn chairs waiting for the fireworks? That seems very relaxing.
oh my goodness. I mean, it probably would be better than sitting on that asphalt. That's hot.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
asphalt's awful.
Yeah, it is
Yep.
pretty bad. All right, the next thing you can't bring in, which is actually really important if you have a family, you need to think this through, is you cannot bring in wagons or wagon strollers. It's really popular nowadays for people to use this for their children instead of an actual stroller. It is really convenient. We have a friend that uses one at our local theme park here in the area, and it was so nice. We put like 3 kids in it, and it was so easy. But
And
Disney
a bunch of
does
fans
not-
around it too.
Yeah, it was, and it had a cooler inside of it. I mean,
These
it was
kids are living in
luxurious.
luxury.
Yeah.
I know.
That wagon was plastic and was no suspension or fans or anything. Like, it was
These things
just
are
like,
so
oh.
nice. But Disney does not allow them. And if you really think about it, it makes sense because their parks are very family oriented. And if every family had a wagon, it would be impossible. However, if there is a special reason for your family, whether it be some sort of illness or whatever the case is, where you need the wagon, you can go to guest services and talk to them, and they will check things out and they will approve it. Maybe it's up to them. And they'll give you a tag that you can put on your wagon. That is not just an easy thing to get by with, though. There is a process.
You have to be very specific.
Don't think that, oh, well, I'll just go to guest services. It might not work. Okay. There is very specific reasons why that you have to do that. So something to consider, especially if you have a family.
Plus, people were taking advantage of them, and they were like bringing in like full-blown picnic basket lunches and everything else, and it just became a nightmare for security to try to figure out what was in those wagons. And so they decided, just a blanket, we're just gonna ban it. People abused it too much.
Yeah. All right, the next one is drones. People will try to fly them over the castle to get the perfect shot. And I don't know if you know this, but technically airplanes can't even fly over the castle.
No.
So they're not going to let your drone do it either.
It's restricted airspace. It actually is.
It is. You can't just fly over Disney World. So
don't try and bring your drone.
Don't bring your drone. Disney has drone footage themselves. You can just grab that and and put your family into the bottom in the corner. It'll look great. I promise.
Okay, the next one, we are in spooky seasons. Spooky season is upon us. We love dressing up. We love being in character, but you cannot do that at Disney World unless it is the Halloween party. And even at that, there are strict rules.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules.
The rules are different for adults than what they are for kids. Adults can't have their face covered at all, and no capes. No capes at all.
Edmund was right.
Adults cannot wear costumes. I should have made that very clear. Kids can wear costumes into the parks. Like you'll see little girls in their princess dresses and stuff all year round. That's fine. But adults, no dressing up unless it's for the Halloween party. And even at that, you've got rules. So if you gotta go, if you're going to the Disney Halloween party anytime soon,
no capes.
Look up the rules. Yes.
I was a headless horseman one year for Not So Scary Party.
How'd you get by with that? Oh, you were a kid.
I was a child, yeah.
You were a kid.
I actually didn't have a head. There was like a see-through part of my mask. It was really, really cool.
That's cool.
So there's some costumes that are allowed even for adults. Like you can wear a dress that's themed to a specific princess.
Oh,
but
yeah.
even when you do that, like if you wear your big poofy dress and it looks exactly like Belle's, but they don't get on to you about it through security. Like even for the Halloween party, they have those rules like no taking pictures with other people like you're a character in the park.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're super particular about that
Very
sort of
picky.
stuff because they don't want people to start doing that and thinking they just got a picture with Cruella, because those people are professionally trained to act like those people, those characters, and so don't do that.
Yep. All right, the next one. This is
for RJ.
The teacher in me loves this rule. No
This is for
skateboards, scooters, or Heelys. RJ, leave it home.
RJ, no Heelys.
Man.
No Heelys.
No Heelys, RJ.
No
I've
running
wanted
around.
a pair of Heelys for so long.
You would.
I feel like Heelying would be awesome. That's such a weird word. Heelying.
Healing.
I'm a Heelier.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
wanted them as a kid. Now as an adult, I have no desire to have them because it would just be a tragedy.
I'm not sure mine would roll if I actually tried.
I want to be an avid Heelier.
Oh my. As adults, just no Heelys, just in life. You're too old for that. Just don't even try it anymore. If you're questioning, am I too old for that? You're too old for it.
Also, in our notes, it says, not the place for Tony Hawk moves, and I appreciate that.
This is not Tony Hawk Pro Skater 17.
No, this is
All right,
Disney
Noah.
World Pro 17.
You take
Hi.
the last two.
Oh, I have to? Okay.
Yep.
Me. Okay.
Me.
Ah.
Okay, Noah.
Anyway, security does not leave wrapped gifts. Makes sense. They cannot see within them, so they will open them themselves. They're just selfish. They like to have birthdays and they like to open the gift for themselves. So it's their unbirthday, so they get to open the presents.
Merry unbirthday to you.
To me,
It's not even the episode where she has to sing anymore.
Make it too easy.
Anyway, security also does not like pets unless they are like specialty service animals. And we're not talking about your little chihuahua just having a service animal coat around him. It has to be a very specific security animal, okay?
Noah. No, you're going to get us in trouble.
Speaking of
Okay, can we talk about service animals really quickly? Two things.
I think they're
number
so cool.
one, they are cool. But number one, if you see a service dog out in the parks, look and appreciate from a distance. Do not mess with that dog.
Mhm.
They are working, okay?
They're like
watch
trained.
your kids. Watch your
Yeah.
kids in those moments. Like I've seen a lot of
Yes,
kids run up
yes.
to these dogs. Like
And
pay
number
attention to
two,
that.
if you're going in the summertime or you're just going in general, Florida is hot. And they
Yeah.
make these little mittens for dogs' paws because they're walking on asphalt too, and their paws are very sensitive. So put little mittens on them to protect their little feet too. It's hot
and
out there.
Disney offers free water as well, so you can bring like a little dish for them and fill it
Yep.
up with water. And
Yeah.
yeah, service animals are working. They are not just like little pets, like your little
Right.
foo-foo at home. They
Right.
are actively working and making sure their person is safe.
Yep. Be respectful of them and their owner.
They also make really cute pictures with characters every once in a while.
They
too.
Oh, they are
yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
really awesome. 'Cause some of them have like a favorite character. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
One of the dogs
is
just as
so
Tigger.
Like
stinking cool.
Pluto. Have you seen the one with Pluto?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that was so cute.
So cute.
Oh, they're awesome. All right. So the section 2, that was the official rules section part of it, the boring
These are
section. We got
actually
that out
banned.
of the way. Yeah, those are actually banned. These are just like are like technically allowed, but why?
Yeah, let's rotate
like,
these.
Section.
There's no reason for you to bring these. They're legal, but like, why would you? Like,
Yeah.
All right, so the first one is a massive DSLR camera rig. So, like, why? This is my honest thoughts.
Yeah.
I see a lot of these people that are bringing like $5,000, $10,000 cameras sometimes with their lenses and everything, and they've got a whole backpack full of lenses around. When honestly, your phone can probably. I know I'm gonna get hated by all the DSLR people that are like, but you don't know about my Canon with my $5,000 lens. But like, I would rather have something happen to my phone which has insurance on it than I would to happen to a $5,000 DSLR camera
Mhm.
because I decided it was okay to take it on Space Mountain to get that one famous shot. Like, it's
I mean,
just
and
not
then you even
worth it.
have PhotoPass, which might not always be the best photos, but there are times that we have gotten really good photos from PhotoPass, and they're taking
Yeah.
it with really nice cameras. But even some of, like RJ said, some of my favorite shots I've gotten were candid ones that I did with my iPhone
Yeah.
on portrait mode, you know? And so,
Mhm.
like, those are some of the best. And Noah's really good, too. I love going on trips with Noah because I just tell him, Noah, get a picture of us here. And they always turn out so good.
Speaking of the DSLR cameras, I will be bringing the camcorder on our next trip. So, how amazing would that be? It's a Carousel
Just bring a
Conversation
gimbal.
special.
Just bring a gimbal.
Wow.
All right. No, why don't you cover the next one?
So my family disregards this little rule we have.
Just nanny.
Just nanny and my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
actually
pretty
it.
much
Okay. Anyway, expensive jewelry or valuables. Like, what are you thinking? This is a attraction-based place. There's a lot of people. It can get lost very easily. There's rides where you're going up and down and being jerked around. Anything could fly off. Just don't
Yep.
take that chance. Put it in the safe back at home. Do not worry
Yep.
about it unless you are like my grandmother and just go shopping when you're at Disney. She rode maybe one or two things the entire time we were there, and one of those was the
Right.
monorail. So,
but she
like,
had a lot of souvenirs because not only did she,
She
fly
did.
home with some, she put some in our car to drive back home with.
the way she shops, she just walks in. Oh, how cute is that? Put it in the cart. We don't have a cart. Oh, just bring that too.
Love Nanny.
No, I will agree to this one wholeheartedly. Unless you're riding rides, I'm not riding rides and you're just there for shopping. Or I've seen like people just come in for photo opportunities, but not riding any rides, just doing some shopping. That makes sense, but like, why would you wear something super valuable to you that you can
Mhm.
lose on
I mean,
Space
I'm even
Mountain?
picky about my wedding bands. I mean, I naturally in the heat, my hands will swell really easily, so it's a hassle
It's
to get
hard
my
for 'em
wedding
to get
bands on and off in the summertime. But like, I mean, I just don't want to risk. I don't want to risk anything, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
The next one, Jesslyn, why don't you cover that
All
one?
right, I should not be covering this because
You have
this
the biggest
is
problem
something
with
that I
this.
struggle with, but you don't want to bring quote unquote too many outfits, whatever that means, and or costume changes. I will say that when the first time that we took Bella, I like over prepared and I put like two outfits for her to change into in my backpack and stuff to carry into the park, and I never once used those outfits. So just, plan for your outfit for the day. Pick one outfit that you're going to plan it out. Pick that outfit for the day. You'll be fine. Don't go overboard on the changing. You can. Like, I remember on one trip we went on with my family. That night we were all eating at Be Our Guest. And so they brought a bell dress for my niece to change into after she had been out in the sun
Aw.
all day. So something like that, that's fine. But even with that, you got to think you got that in the stroller, security, everything.
Mhm.
Your
Yeah.
goal is to
You're
be
bringing
as
it far
comfortable.
away.
Yeah, exactly. Your goal is to be as comfortable as possible, and
Mhm.
sometimes that just means the less items, the better. So
Yeah.
pick
Yeah.
out your one comfy outfit and call it a day.
The next one is kind of along the same lines, and that is giant stuffed animals, or even just
Yeah.
stuffed animals in general.
Mhm.
Just, I know, like, our daughter, she has a favorite stuffed animal. She has her blankie, those are her comfort things that she likes to carry around with her.
Same.
But just, like, you have your stuffy and your blankie.
Oh, what's your
Carried around
stuffy,
with you in a-
Noah?
It's
He's
in a
little
backpack with you.
panda.
Aw.
Wait, I haven't-
Bella's is Angel from
Um,
Lilo
I have a
and
Haunted
Stitch.
Mansion
Lilo and
Mickey down
Stitch.
here too.
Oh, that's sweet. Do you sleep with him every night?
No.
Okay, that's a lie.
But yeah, just
Didn't
you
mean
got to
it.
be careful with those things. Honestly, the big reason why you got to be careful, like I had a really awesome limited time edition, whatever, Jungle Cruise Magic Band, and it fell off on the ride, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I lost it. Filled out the lost and found thing. They never found it. If you're worried about that with your kid losing their comfort blanket, their comfort stuffed animal, you got to err on that side of just keeping a watchful eye on it, or
Mhm.
just taking the risk of not taking it all day.
Yeah.
Just because you don't want to lose those things, and it gets so crowded, and there's so many things in that lost and found that
Mhm.
you might not ever get it back, and that's just the reality of it. And so you got to be careful when bringing
It's a lot
those in.
to carry too as a parent, because on this past trip we went on, the one thing Bella wanted more than anything was an angel stuffy, and we found it on the first day of our trip. We got it for her, and one day she asked to take it into the park, and we let her, but it was like the whole day I was on edge. Where's Angel?
Mm.
Yeah.
And so, because we had just bought it and I knew it was what she really wanted, and so the rest of the trip we said, no, let's let her rest in the room while we go play or whatever. It's just it's a lot to, juggle all at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
And if you are a parent, don't buy that at the first part of the day. Buy it at the end of the day, because you
Yeah.
don't want to carry, like, they've got some massive stuffed animals. You don't want to
Yeah.
be carrying that
Like
around all
giant.
day and dealing with that, buy it at the end of the day and take it back to the hotel room.
As a
or
past
your
child,
ho-
it hurts. It hurts to be told, we'll get it late. We'll get it on our way out. But why? Like,
Yeah.
I want it now.
Yeah.
I'm still like
All
that.
right.
I'm like, why can't I buy it now?
Yeah.
Noah, why don't you go ahead and cover the next one?
Yes. Which were we on? Yes. Anyway, so we just talked about the giant stuffed animals. Next thing is giant coolers. What are you thinking? Do not bring a giant cooler filled with who knows what you're why do you need a cooler at Disney World? What are you doing with it?
We
I
know
don't
you love
understand.
your Dr. Pepper, or you have to have your Pepsi. We get
Exactly.
it.
But like,
Yeah.
even if you're thinking about bringing it for like your cooling towels and stuff, it's still just not a good idea. It's just so much to lug around. Who knows if security
Yeah.
will let you bring it in because it has weird chemicals in it and such. Like, just don't
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Don't risk
One of the
anything.
things that Jesselyn and I do, though, that's super helpful is we bring in like a small little lunchbox for Bella.
That's a good idea.
Because Bella doesn't eat a lot of the food, and we don't want to spend $12 on something she's going to take 2 bites of and be done with, because she's a grazer. She likes to snack all day. So we'll bring in some cold foods into the park, but we'll stuff them in a little lunchbox that we can have that's an insulated one, with maybe like some ice or an ice pack or something like that. But you don't need to bring a whole big old hard shell cooler. They won't even allow that. Like soft shells only. And you don't want to carry it. You're walking 19,000 steps most likely that day. The last thing you want to do is carry around a cooler all day. Like, it's just not worth it.
No.
But, all right, Jesselyn, why don't you go ahead and cover the next one?
Okay, so this is for if you're going here for a vacation, not if you live in Florida and you can periodically go into the parks to do like virtual work or whatever. But you don't want to bring any like hardback books or laptops to do work in. Number one, it's really hot outside if you're going in the summertime. It's not good for your laptop to be out in the heat like that. Especially if you're getting on a ride, you're constantly slinging your backpack off, slinging it back on. That's just not good overall health for your laptop.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't do that. And listen, I literally have a shirt that says I brought my Kindle just in case. I take my Kindle with me everywhere.
It's true.
But Disney, I really do. I mean, everywhere. Disney is the one place that I will not take, like inside the parks. I will not take it because number one, you're going to be entertained. You don't need it. But it's just the heat. And I think the goal that we're trying to push with you here is the lighter, the better. You want to you don't want to bog yourself down with your backpack and everything. You only need a few essentials. You don't need the laptop just in case. You don't need your book just in case. You're going to be fine. There's plenty to do there. And listen, Bella has this awesome autograph book. It's like characters A to Z. And I would recommend it to any kid, but it's heavy. And there are days where I'm like, RJ, will you please put this in your backpack? I don't want it in my backpack anymore. So, like, it's so cool, but over time, it's just exhausting. So make it as easy on you as possible.
Every day she would look at me and say, I don't think I'm going to bring it today. And I'm like, yeah, but that's where you're going to meet that one character that you don't have and you're going to want it. And she's like, you're right, we should bring it. And then at the end of the day, she's like, I'm so glad we brought it because I can't believe we met.
Yeah, like we ran into the evil stepsisters.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was so cool.
And so it is a lot and it is heavy. And every day we think, why did we do this to ourselves? But at the same time, like something like that would be worth it. A laptop, unless you're just like work from home and you're working from Disney or something crazy like that, like it's just not a good idea to bring that in the parks. Don't do it. All right, the next one is fancy shoes. Wear your most comfortable shoes. It
Are
is
you thinking
never.
what I'm thinking, Noah?
I think I know where this idea came from. I think I know where this topic came from.
Don't wear heels
Walking
or
on
dress
pillows.
shoes or anything like that. You're gonna instantly regret it, and it's not gonna be worth it.
So yellow.
Oh my
It's a show
word.
we're referencing, guys. It's
But
fine.
okay, on the same lines with that, make sure you are wearing shoes that are comfortable for your feet. I am not one to say that everyone needs to be in tennis shoes. For years, tennis shoes did not feel good for me. Sandals were the best thing for me. But wear what feels good on your feet. So be in comfortable shoes. I don't care if you look cute or not. Like right now, we're for comfort. Okay, what's gonna
I'm a
help you
strict
for the
cock wearer.
the longevity of your trip? Just do that.
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
magical. I
and
can
then
wear
the
Crocs.
last one, Noah, can you bring this?
Ah, yes. What does this mean? I'm reading it. 1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to like convey it in words.
You read it.
Okay. So the notes say cash only wallets. Not every place takes cash, and Magic Band / mobile pay are easier. I think I understand what this means. It's saying
Don't just bring cash.
Yeah, don't just bring cash. Bring like if you have Apple Pay, use Apple Pay. Take your cards in because like a lot of gift shops do take cash, but not all of like the little drink shops do. Like the little stand-up areas, where you can get a Coke or a water. Not all of those do take cash. So make sure you're kind of prepared to do that, and don't bring like a huge wad of cash. Like don't bring like $1,000 worth of cash because that's just
You're a
not a
target.
good idea.
Not
You're
to call
target.
not to call anybody out, but my father-in-law and my mother-in-law are
They
like
listen to this
cash
podcast,
people. Are cash people.
They are
and
cash
we are
only
not
people.
and we are not cash people, but like I would use the mobile checkout on the phone and scan all the items so I don't have to like go up to the cash
Mhm.
register. But like if you are a cash person, that's totally okay. I'm not criticizing you. What I am saying is maybe before you go to like a Walmart or Sam's Club or Target or something like that. Take your cash and buy a few gift cards that you can carry in with you to
Mhm.
the parks.
And get
So
a little
that
bit
way you're
discount
not-
on the Disney gift cards
Yeah.
at Costco.
So like you could get a $15 off like a $500 gift card if you buy it at Costco or Sam's Club. And so you definitely want to take advantage of those deals. But if you are one of those cash only people, I don't carry a credit card, I don't have a debit card, that's fine. But go and buy gift cards because it's going to be so much easier for those touchless things when you get to the parks. All right, let's go into the next section, which things people think that they need. All right, so we're going to try and go through these as quickly as possible. All right, multiple pairs of ears for one day.
Jesslyn.
I refuse to take part in this conversation.
Well, it just goes back to the same thing. Don't overload your backpack.
I don't take more than one ear for a day, but I do take a lot of ears for my trip.
No, yeah, I'm not saying don't take a bunch of ears for your trip. Just don't take it with you into the park.
Yeah,
like
don't do
Jesslyn-
outfit changes with the ears. Don't do that.
I feel bad when Jesslyn has to or when we're getting ready to go on a ride. I don't think about these things because I don't wear ears and I hardly ever wear a hat. But like Jesslyn stuffing the ears in the backpack and Bella's ears in the backpack right before we get on a ride. And like if she had multiple ears in that backpack on top of having to stuff the regular ears in the backpack, it would just be a lot.
On top of the
Mhm.
autograph book.
Yeah. It would just be a lot. So just be conscientious
take
of
the
what you
ears.
pack in your backpack.
Sometimes I have. Turn around.
the
Let me put my
next-
ears in your backpack.
Yeah, she has before. All right, Noah, what's the next one on that list?
So yeah, when you're bringing snacks in, bring snacks into the parks because you will need them because you don't want to be paying $8 for a cupcake that doesn't taste half as good as it should cost. So bring snacks, but don't bring like a lot of snacks because that's going to be weighing in at the end of the day, So like when you bring snacks, make sure it's like evenly divided for the amount of people you have.
Yeah.
So, like, I like snacks. Okay, I'll bring like a protein bar or something. But like I'm not going to bring my entire box of protein bars for one day at the parks, Take like one or two and put it in your backpack and then leave the rest back at your hotel room because we're just trying to get as light as possible in our backpacks because that's what's going to drain you most by the end of the day. We've touched on that before, but just don't bring the 3 days worth of snacks into one day, if that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yes, Jesslyn, why don't you cover the next one?
All right, I have mixed opinions about this. You don't want to bring a ton of extra shoes for everyone in the family, but I do think, especially in the summertime, it's wise to bring at least a pair. But it also depends on a family member. On our past trip, I started doing to where I brought myself a pair of slides to change into, but then I got annoyed having it in my backpack, and I thought my shoes will dry, So, it turned out not to be a big deal for me. So, but we know for RJ, it's a big deal for him. So he takes
Yeah.
shoes. So kind of evaluate your family, see who can handle it, who can't, and just
I think
once
if
again,
you
don't
do,
pile down
just
on shoes.
don't bring like 3 pairs of tennis shoes in your backpack. Like bring
Yeah.
something lighter. Like I'm talking flip-flops that you get from Old Navy, or like
Crocs.
Crocs that are super light, or like those slides that Jesselyn has that are
Crocs.
super light. Not those heavy-duty tennis shoes that you're going to have to pack in your backpack and carry around all day. That's going to be ridiculous. And then if you're having to bring extra shoes for each family member, make them carry it. Like if they're 5, obviously throw it in the stroller. But if they're 7, 8, 9, whatever, and they were bringing in extra shoes, they probably have a backpack that they're bringing with them. Put it in their backpack. Don't put it in yours, and try to carry all of it for your entire group. The next one is more for your room than anything else, but also for your park day. Don't try and bring a power strip into the park. And in your room, we have this little thing. It's like it's a power strip, but it's like a small little box. Like it's like this big, and it's got 3 plugs on each side and some USB ports on the top of it. It's a cube. That's a lot smaller to pack with us. You don't want to be packing a massive surge protector battery backup and bringing it in with you to the room. And you definitely don't need that in the parks. They'll probably get onto you if you try to plug that into a wall anywhere.
Yeah. And
So
then,
just bring a
yeah.
power bank or something. Don't bring like a stinking power strip into the parks.
But not a
It's
huge
just
power bank, 'cause
ridiculous.
security will catch you for it, and that'll be annoying.
Noah, you are the perfect person to talk about this next one because you probably aren't as bad as we are.
I am. Because the note says entire medicine cabinet, okay? My mama brings the entire medicine cabinet every time we go to Disney World. Now, we don't bring it to the parks. It stays at the hotel room, but we have our Advil.
She does bring a lot of medicine into the park.
My Lactaid
I
makes
can-
it to the park pretty often.
I can ask her. The other day we were at church and I was like, man, I could use some Tums. And she pulled out a thing of Tums.
She has all the medications you might need in like one bag. We have 2 medicine bags now. We used to only have 1. Now we have 2. I'm not sure how much medicine we're fitting in this anymore. But we haul it all the way to the room. We only bring a few things in the park. Normally it's my mom. We'll bring like Tums, Advil, all of those things that like are short relief, nothing you would really need, not like antibiotics or steroids or anything.
Yeah.
We don't bring that into the park because that's just useless.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm
and if
not
you do bring
convinced because I
medicine,
know how often your family goes on steroids.
That's true. That's true.
if
They're not
you
making
do
it a
bring
park.
medicine, don't bring the 600 count ibuprofen. Bring the 100 count ibuprofen.
There's
And
like
then
these little
bring the-
like tiny ones. Have you seen them? They're like
Yeah.
almost like
Like a
lip
tube?
balm containers. Yeah, like a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
like 20 Advil in it. It's like
Yeah,
the best.
We like those.
Yeah, but that just keep in mind when you're taking it into it. Jocelyn, go ahead and
RJ and I really love to do pin trading, and it's awesome. But remember, pins are one of those things that are going to set off your bag at the security line. So you don't want to bring every single pin. What we do is we go through and we take pictures of what we need in a set. And so we have those on RJ's phones. On his phone, and then we keep the pins that we don't want in a little bag in our backpack. So only bring the pins that you're wanting to trade. And a lot of people like to wear pins around their neck, which I think is awesome. But it kind of goes along with the valuable thing for me. It kind of worries me a little bit. You could lose them more easily. So if they're super valuable to you, don't take them into the park.
Or put a locking back on them, but once you put those locking
Yeah.
backs on them, those like almost stab you all day. It's
Yeah.
horrible to wear those things. They're not great.
They're good for
Um,
like looking at in like a collection, but in actuality,
Yeah, it
they're
gets a
just not
pain.
good.
Yeah.
All right, we've talked about this a lot, but multiple autograph books or even one big autograph book, just keep that in mind as you're carrying it through the parks. I'm going to go
It's
over
awesome
these
though.
last
I'm
ones.
not discrediting it. It's really cool.
No, you
Mhm.
should have an
Yeah.
autograph book. It's a fun memory and
I
one
have a
we
lot
want
of
to keep.
autograph books. I have one. I see them from here. They have really cool characters, some rare characters too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cover a few of these last ones that we had in funny extreme examples, but don't bring appliances into your room. So like George Foreman grills, microwaves, mini fridges. Like please,
George
please,
Foreman.
please.
Waking up to the smell of bacon every morning.
Don't bring your electric
They
kettle.
they will come in and they will check your room regularly. They will catch you. Don't try to bring in food from the previous day. Like, don't bring in your turkey leg or your leftover
Your day
cake
old
from
turkey leg.
Gideon's or something like that. Now, look, if you got a leftover cookie, that's one thing. You know, you bought like a Mickey cookie and you've only eaten half of it and you want to bring the other half in, go for it. But like, don't be looking at, hey, do you have a microwave for my turkey leg that I bought yesterday? Like, that's just not gonna happen.
Unless you want
don't
cold turkey leg. That's your own battle though. Like
They do, yeah. They do have some fishing excursions and stuff that you can do on Disney property, but you don't want to just go fishing at any given body of water at Disney.
yeah, the
That's
moat
not
does not
okay.
have good fishing.
Yeah, that's not allowed. And unless you're doing it as a part of the excursion or something that is a paid for extra thing that you can do at Disney, you don't want to bring your fishing pole. You don't want to try to bring an entire cake into the park for any reason. Like, it's just too much. Come on, guys. You can have the cake in your room or at your resort hotel, but please
and
don't
eat
try
it
and
too.
bring it into the park. All right. I think that's all of them.
I think
This
so.
was a fun episode. I've enjoyed
was interesting.
talking about these. Don't forget, what do we have the first week in October going on? What have you
We're
Pancakes.
streaming live.
We're streaming.
do? We're
on, Noah.
pancakes. Instant
No, I knew
pancakes
that. I
and
knew
yum.
that. I should make pancakes on our live stream.
Yes.
Mickey waffles. I can make Mickey waffle. I have a Mickey waffle grill.
I want to come.
No, you have to live stream from your place. I'll be in my kitchen cooking, and you
Well,
guys
I
can
could
just
come
watch.
to your place and let's live
Oh.
stream in your office.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can come to my office. It's Haunted Mansion themed. Soon, possibly, maybe at some point.
We
to be
should
Star
throw
Wars
everybody off one day and all switch location for our two viewers that watch this.
themed. Exactly, and like all of our names would be the same. So like Noah, the all and powerful that they can't
Well,
see on YouTube.
What we
that would
need
be
to do is
Jesslyn.
like
Yes.
take a picture of the background and then just digitally put it on the background, so we don't actually have to go to the place.
RJ's just lazy. He doesn't want to
RJ
drive.
hates leaving the house. He just doesn't do that. Every time he
true.
walks out
He's in
the
a
front door, he
cave.
gets sick.
That's true. It's allergy season. I don't want to walk outside. No, but don't forget that we're going to be doing a live stream. We definitely need more of you to come. So the more people that come, the more
Need
fun
people.
it is.
We're lonely. That's why we have a podcast.
Lonely.
But,
I'm
yeah.
so lonely.
Anyway,
think
any
she's saying
final
more this
thoughts on
episode than
funny
last.
things?
Yeah, I think Jesselyn's saying more this time than the last episode.
You all gave me more opportunity this episode than the last.
True.
guess
But
that's
yeah,
true.
we might have a few guests coming in the next couple weeks, so keep an eye out for that. We've got somebody coming in for a trip report, we know for sure, and we have a couple other ideas in mind, possibly for some guests.
Who
If not, we'll
knows?
just bring Juliet back to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. She has a lot to talk about.
Yeah, some other of the foreign Disney
We have so
parks,
many questions for her.
for sure. But anyway, thanks so much for hanging out and listening with
it's
us
my
again.
pleasure. Oh, you have another guest.
Anytime.
It's been my pleasure.
And now
Oh,
we are
man.
not going to switch to the same pre-recorded message we played last week.
And now it's time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our show. Before you go, please don't forget to gather your belongings and head over to our email at carouselpod@gmail.com to ask us your questions. Oh, and wouldn't you believe it? You can now bring the magical sense of vacation right into your home. Check out the Magic Candle Company and use our exclusive link with the code CarouselPod at checkout to get 15% off your order. And don't forget, we're here to help you plan your future Disney trips. Just send us a message at rj@famvia.com. Until next time, we'll see you in a great, big, beautiful week.